Liberation Day is bringing the market down. Good morning, everyone. This is Ahmed Saleh, and this is the weekly market recap. Now to the key messages. So, market failed to keep the upward momentum due to Trump imposing 25% tariff on all the auto and auto spare parts that are produced outside of the US. This came on Wednesday, and the market started to react negatively as of that day. The stocks now are down 5 weeks in the last 6 weeks. Momentum stocks unfortunately continued to go down last week. Some of them even exceeded the bottom that was there the week before. And that's mainly because investors are worried on April 2nd, Liberation Day. Also, there are some bad readings on the inflation expectation due to tariff that affected the sentiment of the consumers. So both of them came bad last week, and this is affecting the market. Last week, the market continued to go down. And now March is going to be one of the worst months that we have seen since 2022. Year to date is very negative, and from top, we are in deep red. When we look at the reason for this, we'll find that Trump announced on Wednesday that there are tariffs on any vehicle that is manufactured outside of US. And this is actually affecting several companies, including General Motors and Ford, which are American companies producing outside of US. So many of these companies went down. And on top, we had the consumer sentiment that came very bad. It's actually the worst reading since September 2022. And we have seen that the 5 to 10 years inflation expectation is now peaking because people are expecting that the tariff will have an impact on the inflation, driving inflation up. If you look at the graph, we are in a downward direction. Last week, we started in a good note with a gap up, and things were going very well. We were thinking that we are forming a bottom and then we are going to continue to increase and going up. Yet on Wednesday, the news on 25% tariff on vehicles started to come out, and this is affecting the market negatively. Also gave the indication that Trump doesn't want the market to go up. Every time the market started to go up, he comes up with news that driving the market down. It happened last week with a tariff on alcohol. It happened this week with a tariff on vehicle. He could have waited till April 2nd, but chose not to do that because the market was going up. So he is intentionally getting the market down. I think he wanted to create a base because it was very hard to go up after the huge increase that happened in the last 2 years. So he wanted to create a base and then start to go up from that one. Anyhow, it looks like this temporary bottom that we formed is going to be broken. The base scenario now is that this downward pressure is going to continue. It depends now on what news will come on April 2nd, but because of the fear of that news and the Trump surprises that will happen on that day, then most probably we're going to break the 5,500 and going to go down to probably the 5,400, 5,300 support that we have here. So be careful on that and have your stop loss ready all the time if you are in any trade. On the momentum stocks, I've watched a video last week about the rebound on the momentum stocks, but unfortunately it didn't continue. It went up for only 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday everything went back again down. So I hope you were having your stop loss. I went out of all the momentum stocks that I was in because it didn't continue to go up. So I had my stop loss ready and I went out. I mentioned in this video that you should have your stop loss ready because you don't know what Trump is going to make, and this is exactly what happened. Trump gave bad news and the stocks started to resume the direction downward, and now we have seen that there are several stocks that went down last week by even 20%, 15%, 10%. So the stocks prices now are very encouraging. They are at 50%, 40%, 30% downward from the peak. That happened just 6 weeks ago or 2 months ago. So the prices are very attractive, but still the right time to buy these stocks didn't come yet. We have to see some stabilization on the market. So hopefully after the announcement on April 2nd, the bad news will be behind us and we will see the principle of buying the rumor, selling the news happening. And then when we have the actual news out, hopefully we see the market rebound, except if we have some surprises that are not priced in the market right now. And this can happen either way. So anything can happen, right? So be ready with that. If you are in ANIF stock, just make sure that you go out when you reach your stop loss. This week we have the Liberation Day on Wednesday, and we have the non-farm payroll and the unemployment rate for March on Friday. Trading strategies for this week will be the gold and silver, and that will be it. So best of luck. Have your stop loss ready and enjoy the trade. Thank you very much for watching the video. This video is for educational purpose only and should not be considered as a financial advice. Any investment you make is at your own risk. And if you like the video, please press like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any question, please put it in the comment. Thank you very much. This was Ahmed Saleh.